You'll be able to weigh in on planned improvements to I-80. NDOT announcing an open house over a proposed project, repair and expand about 2 miles of the interstate. The meeting takes place on March 24th at Buena Vista High School. That's from 5 to 7 at night. The project would begin near the grade separation over 50th Street and extend east near northbound Highway 75 from I-480 to the westbound I-80 ramp. We're told construction for this project could begin as early as next spring, with completion then slated for early in fall of 2028.